Hey guys, it is 12:30 at night, so I should be doing my homeworks. I have things to write, but instead I thought I'll procrastinate a little bit. A lot of you have requested me to talk about this topic. It's like Chanelette talks video. I haven't made any notes, so it's gonna be like exprompt video. And I think I should have planned what to talk about, what subjects to touch, but I want it to be kind of natural, just for me to talk what I think. So I want to talk about long distance relationships and how to maintain them. As you might know, I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend 5 years and 3 months. Yeah, I think so. So that's quite a long time. We met online on internet. Just don't ask me where, how did you meet? It's not about that. Now I'm just gonna talk about how to keep the connection. Now we were chatting online through, I think the first we were using MSN, like Messenger, and then we started to use Skype. So we were Skyping regularly every day, and of course it was new relationship, so it was like every day. I would not sleep at night. We would chat till 5 in the morning, just trying to, to get to know each other, because what other way is there's no other way. You have to chat all the time to know more about each other, basically talk about your interests, your future plans, your hobbies, your basic worldview, what kind of person you are, about your family, everything. Just you have to know the person to want to be with them, to commit to a long distance relationship, because it is really tough, and you have to know that this is, yes, I am in love with this person, this is the person that I want to be with. So we were chatting for 8 months before we met for the first time. My boyfriend lives in Paris, so he came here to Lithuania to meet me for the first time, and he spent a few days here. Because we knew each other quite a bit already, it wasn't too awkward. It's not like a meeting of someone from internet that I barely know. No, we knew each other quite a bit. I think I was almost 17, and we met in 2007, and then I went to Paris with my girlfriend, and I was 17 at that time, and it was really tough to convince my parents to let me go alone to meet some guy that they have no idea who he was. And my parents, now when they think of it, they say, we don't know what was in our minds, how we could do that, how we could let you go. But anyways, it worked out well. I went to Paris with my friend, met my boyfriend again, and we just decided we are meant to be together, and we want to commit, to a long distance relationship. So we started meeting more frequently. Of course, at first it was, I don't know, we just kept chatting on Skype, and at first it was kind of meeting every maybe 4 or 5 months, not too often. It was difficult. I was going to school, and we just met during holidays. He would come here, or I would go to Paris. For a year he studied in Finland, so I went to Finland at a time for on my Christmas holiday, had New Year together there. So after that I discovered that it is possible to have weekend trips to Paris. Of course, if you live in Europe, it is much easier if you live not too far from each other. I really have to thank to Ryanair for cheap flights. So I take my flight on Friday, and usually I would miss my Monday's lectures, which is really bad. Sometimes it happens, I don't have lecture on Mondays. So yeah, I started going there on weekend, on holiday of course, but on weekends as well. So we would meet every 2, maximum 3 months. It is important to see the person in real, to have contact with them, just to be able to hug them, to talk in person, to keep the relationship going, not just through, internet talking. On internet also, of course, you have to talk with camera, because just plain chatting is not gonna transfer your emotions or feelings. When you talk on camera, you can, he or she sees your voice, your expressions, your mood, everything. With just chatting is pretty much useless, unless you have no possibility to chat with camera. As I said, you have to know that this is the right person, this is the one that you want to do it with. You know that sometimes it happens, couples just spend few months together, chatting on the internet, and they cannot do that any longer, because you cannot be with a person, you cannot be with them all the time, and it's very hard, of course, when you don't see them. So they just give up. So you have to be a very strong person to be able to do that. You have to know that at one point you will live together. If you're planning future together, you have to have plans and think in one direction, like, we want to live there, this is what we are gonna do, this, plan work, family. Maybe not go that far deep, but if you've been together for quite a few years, then of course you kind of live on that dream, on the dream of having future, having life together. You have to hold on that. It kind of be a conflict situation, whether he will or she will move to your country, or you will move to, if you're not from the same country, or you'll move to live with them. It is a hard decision. Some girls were writing to me that they have long distance relationship and they cannot really trust the guy. They don't know what he's doing. When it comes to long distance relationships, trust is one of the most important things. Without trust, there cannot be anything, because, well, obviously you're not with the person, you don't see them every day, you're not 24/7 with them to see what they're doing, so you can only trust them. You have to build, both of you have to build very strong connection and very strong trust, so that when the person is going out with their friends, you would not sit there thinking, maybe he or she is hanging out with some other girls or guys. If you begin to think of that, start to doubt in that person, it is gonna be tough for you, for both of you. When you know that you want a future with that person, you have to trust them, because all your hopes, all your dreams are on them. And if you feel like your other half is not being very honest and hiding something, maybe you start doubting in them, then maybe it is not a person for you. Maybe just quit that. For example, my situation, my boyfriend, he's a traveler. At the moment he's in LA for, I think, 2-3 months. Well, he's gonna be back just in the middle of January, so he's quite far away from me, and there's 10-hour difference, so it's quite hard to communicate, but we still try to do that every day. If we can't, we manage, find a way to write to each other, send pictures of what we are up to, just tell each other we are thinking of each other, chat whenever we can, whenever we find time, and just try to tell each other as much as possible what we're doing, how we're feeling, not to get it colder, because you have to keep that contact. Otherwise, if you kind of don't communicate, it gets colder. Of course, I miss him a lot. When he's back to Paris in January, right away, I already have tickets to Paris. Shh, don't tell him. Regular talks and meetings are essential for keeping the relationship going. Also building it together in one direction. If you think, I want to live in this country and I want to live in that country, for me family is more important, for me you are more important. I want to do this, I want to do that. There cannot be such a way. It's not gonna work out. You have to go both in one direction if you want to be together. Just like in, you know, regular relationship, any relationship, you have to think kind of similarly if you are planning to build a future together. I'm like such a scatterbrained at the moment, because I haven't planned, as I said, my speech. So we are using WhatsApp, which is this one, and Viber. Viber is for free text messages, free. You can call for free, just like on Skype. WhatsApp also is like free messages. So we WhatsApp a lot. And a subscriber of mine, thank you by the way, she told about Pair app. This one here. So now every day we're using Pair app. It's actually for people with long distance relationships who cannot be all the time together. So it is very fun actually. You can draw, you can have a virtual kiss where you hold your thumb. It's kind of cheesy, but it's cute. I like it. You hold your thumb and then your partner sees kind of your fingerprint on his or her screen, touches your fingerprint, and the screen kind of becomes pink, so you kind of kiss. Then you have your moments together. Have, for example, dates, and you have anniversary, birthday, partner's birthday. You have shared tasks where you write tasks for each other, and then you can mark it like you have done it. It's very fun, very cute for couples. So I recommend for you, if you have iPhone, to use this one, Pair app. So I mean, I have all the possible apps for communicating with my boyfriend: Skype, WhatsApp, Pair, Viber. We always are in contact wherever I am. Even in my class, I will text him, I'll send a picture of me in class, you know. Just it kind of keeps the relationship going, keeps it fresh and sparkly and exciting. So you have to work, really be determined to commit to such a relationship. And to each of you, if you fall in love with someone, don't give up. If you are not from the same country, if there's a distance, don't give up on that. It is tough, but on the end it will be so worth it. There's no distance for love. There's nothing love cannot overcome. Even distance, it's nothing when you think of it. In our modern day, you can just buy flights. There are lots of cheap flights, or if not cheap, just save on it. Buy less makeup, buy less clothing, save for the flight to meet your beloved one. And distance, I think it's nothing. It cannot separate two people that are in love. So to all of you, who are in such relationships, I wish all the best of luck, and hopefully on the end you will be the happiest you've ever been. So yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know if you guys have any questions regarding that, just leave them in the comment section, because again, I just spoke what was on my mind, haven't planned anything. So if you have questions, just let me know, and I will talk to you in my next video.